Welcome to the latest edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews online. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, which hopefully you do find informative. And the book today, I will warn you, is of an adult nature. So if you're offended by talks of, certain types of sexuality, then maybe you should go to the next video. But the book is very important. It's called Why Are People Into That? A Cultural Investigation of KINK by Tina Horn. This is published by Hachette and it retails for $39. This book is an exploration into the world of sexuality. Tina Horn is a sexual educator. She had the podcast, Why Are People Into That? And the podcast was discontinued when COVID came. But now she's has branched out into a complete book about many of the topics that were discussed on her podcast. Now, it's not done in a way that you would snicker at it and say, "Ooh, this is disgusting." There are certain areas of sexuality that people enjoy, and certain areas that people don't enjoy. Like they say, different strokes for different folks. That comes in with life. It comes in with sexuality. Now, she does look at 9 specific areas of sexuality, and she does a deep dive into them. They include feet, spanking, non-sensual consent, fisting, cash, cannibalism, bimbofication, sploshing, and orgies. Now, I will admit that there are some that I was not familiar with the terminology. For example, sploshing is not like splish splosh. It is sploshing where you put food on the other person's body and you enjoy the food. Now, we've heard about that in mainstream, about dripping honey on the body and licking it off and things like that. But this is sploshing all the way from birthday cakes to Jell-O to anything that is edible. Now, of course, the very first chapter is about feet. Now, foot fetishes are pretty well the most common fetish in the world. People love feet. We use them every day to walk on, so some people don't find them sexy, but others do after a long day, whether it's either kissing toes, licking toes, whatever you want to do with toes. And Tina Horn, at one time, was like a professional dominatrix. And she talks about her dungeon and people who were there, and she adds a bit of humor to the book as well. She's not making fun of her clients. She's telling why some of them wanted what they did. Many were lonely. Many needed companionship. So the book really, it doesn't go in deeply into the psychological avenue, but it does look at reasons why certain people like certain things. Now, the chapter on spanking is very interesting because at a young age, children are actually into spanking. For our birthdays, I remember as a child, you're 10 years old, you get 10 spanks. Now, perhaps some enjoyed it so much that later in life, spanking became a part of their world. But let's just say the book really is not something that will make you cringe. It is told in common sense terms. Tina Horn is a well-educated lady. She writes very well. Now, there's a lot of other areas that she could have covered. Now, perhaps she is keeping them for another book because let's say the world of sexuality is very vast. There's something for everyone pretty well, depending on what your tastes are. But this is a good start, and it's in the right direction. And like I said, it's a book that is very easy to read. It's not overly technical. So if you're looking for a book on sexuality to read either alone or to share with your partner to discuss certain aspects of sexuality and areas that the author has covered, this is certainly the book for you. So very highly recommended. So if you do purchase it, please let me know if you do agree with my review. So I will be back again with another review very, very soon. Thank you for watching. Until then, stay safe, stay sane, stay in touch, and I will see you at the bookstore. Bye for now.